Imagine this. The only cost of your most beautiful garden feature is the time it took to bend, to bind, and to breathe life into the branches that nature discarded. Close your eyes and envision a small, quiet corner of your yard, transformed not by expensive lumber or store-bought stone, but by the effortless magic of fallen twigs. A miniature suspension bridge crosses a quiet pond. A towering archway invites you deeper into a hidden space, and a moss-covered lantern whispers light through the leaves. If you thought rustic was just rough, get ready to discover the $0 art of the storybook garden. Welcome back to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, the only place where we transform trash, twigs, and forgotten fragments into high-end, magical garden masterpieces. We are committed to the philosophy that beauty should be accessible, sustainable, and always enchanting. If you love taking simple, free materials and making your small yard look like a $1,000 designer haven, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop a brand new storybook DIY every single week. For today's deep dive, we're building 27 distinct ideas from just fallen branches and twigs. I'm eager to know, what magical garden corner are you transforming today? Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, and let's turn simple wood into pure garden gold. One, Fairy Trellis Archway. Imagine standing at the threshold of your own private sanctuary, where the everyday world fades and a quiet moment of magic begins. This is the power of the $0 archway. Look closer at the weeping willow structure. It is nothing more than a collection of flexible, discarded branches, gently coerced into a perfect, welcoming curve. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it whispers an invitation. There is a deep, ancient satisfaction in taking these raw, natural lines and weaving them into a vertical embrace. Over time, this arch will become a living sculpture. Its framework, once dry wood, will host the delicate tendrils of climbing roses or the vibrant green of morning glory, creating a roof of leaves and light. This archway is not merely a garden structure. It is a monument to patience and the quiet dignity of sustainable design. It redefines the entrance to your small space, turning a mundane corner into a storybook entryway, a place where memories pause and linger. Every branch tells a tale of its life before becoming a pillar of beauty in your garden. It reminds us that the most meaningful connections are those we forge with simple materials, bringing the wild elegance of the forest directly to our feet. Two, stacked moss frame lantern. As the long day exhales into twilight, our gardens wait for a quiet illumination. This moss frame lantern is where the light of the firefly meets the deep green silence of the forest floor. Take a simple, repurposed jar and clothe it in the forest's finest textures. Short, weathered twigs bound together, not just with twine, but with the memory of rain and shadow. Then, introduce the moss, soft, emerald blankets of velvet that silence the sharp edges of the wood. This is more than a candle holder. It is a miniature ecosystem of light. When the flame takes hold inside, its golden warmth struggles gently through the gaps, catching the tiny fibers of the moss, transforming a flicker into a mysterious, diffused glow. The beauty here lies in the layering, the clear, protective glass, the rugged twig armor, and the soft, organic cushion of the moss. It speaks of protection and the hidden warmth within. It offers a gentle reminder that even in the darkest hours, a humble, handmade light can cut through the gloom, drawing us closer to the peaceful rhythm of nature. Three, Miniature Twig Suspension Bridge. Every great story requires a crossing, a transition from one landscape of the imagination to the next. This miniature suspension bridge, spun from the most delicate of fallen twigs, is that crossing for your garden's tiny world. It is a perfect illusion of grand engineering, reduced to a scale where a droplet of morning dew feels like an ocean. The walkway is formed by slender twigs, meticulously laid side by side, held aloft by fine, natural fiber string. It spans the quiet surface of the mini pond, where water lilies gather and silence resides. This simple structure brings an instant narrative to your garden corner, inviting the eye to follow the line, urging the imagination to wonder, who is crossing? What secret lies on the other side? The bridge reminds us that even the smallest spaces hold room for great adventures. It transforms a functional water feature, the pond, into a central, emotional feature, connecting the earth, the water, and the story. It is a symbol of connection, a gentle line between the dry land of labor and the peaceful realm of reflection. Every slight sway reminds us of the delicate balance found in nature, even when built by human hands. Four, Driftwood branch chime sculpture. If the silence of the garden is its heart, then the wind chime is its gentle voice. But this is not the sharp, metallic clang of the marketplace. This is the soft, rhythmic language of the sea and the forest, fused into a single sculpture. The anchor is a piece of driftwood, wood that has traveled, softened, and been stripped bare by the ocean's relentless poetry. Suspended beneath it are the slender, dried voices of the forest, twigs, carefully selected for their varied lengths and delicate weight. Bound by the finest thread, they await the invisible choreographer of the breeze. When the wind arrives, the twigs tap a soft, muted melody, a sound reminiscent of rain starting gently on dry leaves, or pebbles rolling softly along the shore. This creation is a powerful merger of two high-value textures, the smooth, ancient wisdom of the driftwood and the young, sharp energy of the twig. It transforms movement into a soothing atmosphere, reminding us to listen for the subtle music that constantly surrounds us. It is a piece that hangs between earth and sky, channeling the grand forces of nature into a quiet, personal hymn. Five, Vertical twig succulent wall. In the tight embrace of urban living, where every inch is precious, we must look up to find new frontiers of beauty. This vertical twig wall is the answer to the tiny balcony's silent prayer for abundance. It begins with sturdy branches, not cut, but chosen, and patiently woven into a simple, natural lattice. This structure, itself an upcycled masterpiece, becomes the cradle for life. Here, we introduce the resilient, sculptural spirit of the succulents, plants that carry their own water, symbolizing strength and enduring hope. The rosettes of green, silver, and deep crimson are housed in humble, repurposed containers, suspended on the twig frame like jewels. This wall is a manifesto of vertical design, proving that a lack of horizontal space is simply an invitation to ascend. The dry, angular wood provides a perfect, rugged contrast to the soft, geometric perfection of the plant life it holds. It is a constant reminder that even in the most constrained environments, we can cultivate depth, life, and a quiet, vertical wilderness that shields us from the city noise. Six, branch-wrapped stepping stones. The garden path is more than just a route. It is a ribbon that guides us through our own quiet narrative. Too often, we focus on the destination, forgetting the poetry beneath our feet. These branch-wrapped stepping stones restore that quiet magic. Imagine simple, cold stone, the reliable foundation of any walkway, now given a delicate, natural frame. Thin, dry twigs, uniform in their length, are set around the perimeter like a handcrafted border. They transform the functional flatness of the paver into a textured mosaic. This pairing of hard and soft, cold and organic, speaks volumes. The stone provides strength and permanence, while the twig offers warmth and the fleeting beauty of the season. Each step we take is gently defined, urging us to slow down, to notice the intricacy of the path itself. The presence of the wood reminds us that even our journey should be enveloped in natural beauty. It's an affirmation that elegance can be found in the contrast of textures and the combination of free materials. These stepping stones are quiet invitations to linger, to breathe, and to fully immerse ourselves in the small, beautiful details of our outdoor sanctuary. Seven, twig garden signpost. Every true sanctuary needs a name, a guiding word that marks its spirit. This signpost is not merely directional. It is a personalized piece of the story, framed by the very materials of the land it celebrates. We begin with reclaimed wood, a salvaged fragment carrying its own quiet history. Across this surface, we paint the words that define our space: whispering willows, the herb haven, or simply welcome. But the final magic lies in the frame. Strong, asymmetric twigs, chosen for their imperfect, raw character. They act as the garden's handwriting, organically embracing the clean surface of the sign. The fusion of the two materials, the smooth, painted wood and the rough, untamed branches, creates an intentional contrast. It speaks of the beautiful intersection between human intention and wild nature. Unlike a machine-cut sign, this handmade marker feels rooted in the earth. It looks like it grew there, pointing the way with an ancient, whimsical charm. This signpost is a declaration of personal style, transforming an ordinary boundary into a playful, welcoming feature. It reminds us that every piece of our garden, however small, holds the opportunity for storytelling. Eight, twig-edged raised bed. garden bed is a sacred space, a vessel for nourishment and color. This small enclosure deserves a crown, a final decorative gesture that grounds it firmly in the rustic spirit. The twig-edged raised bed delivers exactly that, humble elegance achieved with zero cost. Look closely at the border, a precise row of short, uniform twigs, patiently secured to the top lip of the bed. They act as a soft railing, a perfect transition from the sturdy structure below to the fragile life held within. It's a delicate form of definition, far warmer than plastic or sharp metal. This detailing is an ode to intention. It tells the observer that every part of this space was considered, down to the smallest stick. The wood naturally harmonizes with the soil and the stems of the herbs, creating a cohesive, deeply organic look. It is a symbol of containment and care, suggesting that the most valuable things we grow deserve the most gentle, natural boundaries. It elevates a simple patch of dirt into a treasured, miniature landscape. The beauty of the border is the quiet announcement of a finished design. Nine, branch handrail accent. The patio railing, often a mere necessity of safety, offers an overlooked canvas for bringing the untamed forest right to the edge of our comfort. This branch handrail accent is where simple function is elevated to quiet, rustic art. Look at the branches chosen, not perfectly straight, but carrying the beautiful imperfections of their growth. A gentle curve, a stubborn knot. These pieces of found wood are secured, not to be functional as a handhold, but to act as natural filigree against the rigid lines of the built structure. They instantly soften the geometry of the deck, dissolving the boundary between the cultivated patio and the wild landscape beyond. This accent is a tribute to raw texture. The rough, untreated bark offers a deep visual contrast to the smooth, manufactured wood or metal of the railing itself, giving the space an immediate, earned patina of age and wisdom. It reminds us that our most social outdoor areas, the places we gather and relax, should always be gently held within nature's grasp. By integrating these $0 elements, we transform a mundane barrier into a beautiful, sculptural transition. Let us now move from the gathering space to the functional tools we use to tend to the garden itself. Twig Garden Tools Hanger. Every true artisan knows that the tools of creation are sacred. They should be celebrated, not hidden away. This twig hanger is an honor reserved for the trowel, the shears, and the gloves, the humble instruments that bind us to the soil. Look at the main branch, chosen for its stubborn strength and its beautiful, knotty character. It is mounted not just for utility, but as a sculptural piece, turning a shed wall into a rustic gallery. Attached to it are smaller, carefully selected twigs, forming natural, gentle hooks. These are perfect cradles for the metal and wood of your favorite gardening implements, keeping them ready for action yet beautifully displayed. This creation fuses form and function in the most honest way. It reminds us that organization can be deeply organic, and that the best tools for the garden often come from the garden itself. The arrangement tells a story of work well done, of hands dirted, and of life cultivated. It gives a sense of dignity to the necessary labor, proving that even a simple storage solution can enrich the rustic aesthetic of your outdoor space. From organizing our work, we now turn our focus to the quiet comfort of rest and reflection. 11. Fairy Throne Bench Accent. The moment we sit down in the garden, we are transported. Why settle for a mundane seat when you can claim a piece of woodland royalty? This simple accent transforms a forgotten chair into a fairy throne, inviting moments of deep, quiet contemplation. The magic is created by weaving thin, flexible twigs into the back or along the arms of the seat. The existing structure provides the frame, but the woven wood provides the soul. The irregularity of the twigs, the natural shifts in color and thickness, gives the piece an immediate authenticity that manufactured wicker can never replicate. It looks as though it was left by the fae themselves, waiting for the weary gardener to claim their rest. This accent is more than decoration. It is an invitation to slow down and command your outdoor space with a gentle, sovereign spirit. The rough texture against your back connects you instantly to the earth, blurring the line between furniture and forest. It reminds us that every element in our garden should be designed to nurture not just the plants, but the peaceful spirit within. Let this place of rest guide our focus to structures that elevate the smallest forms of life. Miniature Twig Ladder. In the world of the tiny garden, where every pebble is a mountain and every moss patch a forest, we need structures that honor the vertical journey. This miniature twig ladder is the perfect ascent. Crafted from the finest, straightest twigs and bound with patient hands, this ladder is a symbol of endless possibility. It provides an unexpected vertical line in the flat plane of a dish garden or flower pot, immediately elevating the scene to a multi-layered landscape. It's a small, functional sculpture that captures the imagination, prompting us to wonder which tiny creatures might be making the climb. The beauty lies in its scale, its perfect proportion within the miniature world. It allows you to display tiny pots or small, found treasures at varying heights, adding depth and visual interest to the tight space. This tiny, handcrafted detail reminds us that attention to small things is the very heart of the fairy aesthetic. It transforms simple sticks into a structure that tells a grand story of exploration and aspiration. The upward journey of the ladder leads us to the surfaces that capture reflection and history. Moss-wrapped twig frame mirror. A garden mirror is a magician's trick. It instantly doubles the depth and light of your small space. But we must frame this illusion with a reverence for nature. This moss-wrapped twig frame is not just a border. It is a curtain woven from the forest itself. The foundation is simple, a twig frame, perhaps slightly jagged and imperfect. The transformation occurs when the moss arrives, lush, ancient, and deep green. It is carefully applied, clinging to the wood like a second skin, giving the mirror the appearance of having hung untouched in a hidden grove for a century. The twigs provide the raw, structural integrity, while the moss provides the soft, whispering narrative of time. The reflection is now framed by the story of the earth. When sunlight strikes the mirror, it doesn't just reflect the garden. It reflects the feeling of the garden, framed by the rustic, organic texture. This piece is a powerful visual anchor that adds a profound sense of history and depth, making a fence or shed wall disappear into the enchantment. This beautiful illusion leads us now to the simple, humble vessels of life. (14) Twig Handle Garden Basket. The act of gardening is one of carrying and gathering, of bringing the bounty from the bed to the table. This simple garden basket, transformed by a natural handle, makes every harvest a ritual of rustic beauty. Take a common container, utilitarian and often overlooked, and give it an organic soul. The handle is the key, a single, strong branch or a cluster of thick, curved twigs. It is secured to the vessel with tough twine, not merely attached, but married to the material. This immediate infusion of nature transforms the purpose-driven container into an object of quiet art. The touch of the rough, natural wood against your hand connects you directly to the process, to the earth, to the labor, and to the eventual reward. The imperfect grip of the twig is a tangible reminder that true elegance lies in authenticity, not polish. It elevates the task of weeding or harvesting, making the basket a piece you are proud to display. This accent proves that our tools can be as beautiful as the flowers we tend. Let the beauty of the handle guide us toward a piece that supports life beyond the soil. (15) Upcycled Branch Bird Feeder. A true garden is never silent. It is a host to all of nature's creatures. This upcycled branch bird feeder is a gentle gesture of hospitality, proving that our $0 materials can provide sustenance and joy for the smallest visitors. The base is a slice of reclaimed wood, a piece saved from the landfill, now given the high purpose of a feasting table. Sturdy, dry branches are secured around the edges, forming both a protective barrier and a natural perimeter of perches. The entire structure is hung from a tree, swaying softly, offering a safe, accessible stop for the birds of your neighborhood. This feeder is an act of reciprocity. We give the birds simple grains, and they give us their music, their flight, and a flash of vibrant color against the green backdrop. The natural wood construction makes the feeder blend seamlessly with the canopy, looking like a natural extension of the tree itself, not a foreign, manufactured object. It is a reminder that the most rewarding designs are those that serve a purpose beyond ourselves, enriching the lives around us. From feeding the wild inhabitants, let us now move to illuminating our evening gatherings. (16) Twig Lantern String Lights. As the sun dips below the horizon, the garden requires a different kind of magic, the subtle, romantic glow that beckons lingering conversation. These twig lantern string lights transform a manufactured product into a natural, diffused enchantment. The idea is simple, yet profound: to clothe the cold technology of LED lights with the organic warmth of the forest floor. Tiny, fine twigs are carefully secured around each globe, turning every single light bulb into a miniature rustic lantern. When illuminated, the light struggles gently through the thin, random gaps, casting intricate, soft shadows that dance with the breeze. The effect is immediately cozy and mesmerizing. The rigid lines of the electric string disappear, and what remains is a line of warm, firefly-like orbs, looking utterly native to the garden setting. This detail reminds us that even modern necessities, like lighting, can be reinterpreted through the lens of sustainability and rustic charm. It transforms an ordinary evening into a storybook gathering, where the boundary between indoor comfort and outdoor wildness dissolves. Let this gentle light illuminate the next structure we build to divide our spaces with beauty. Branch Garden Divider. A small garden benefits not from harsh walls, but from soft, gentle boundaries that hint at the magic they contain. This woven branch divider transforms simple separation into an act of artistry. The technique is ancient, drawing on the wisdom of the hedge layer. Flexible branches, chosen for their resilience, are woven between sturdy, upright stakes. The resulting structure is not a fence of rigid lines, but a basket weave of warm, varying tones. It gently guides the eye and the foot, defining where the flower border ends and the pathway begins. This divider stands as a quiet testament to patience and the power of simple repetition. It looks entirely native to the landscape, blending seamlessly with the soil and the plant life it protects. It reminds us that separation does not have to be jarring. It can be organic, fluid, and beautifully textural. The imperfect lines of the woven would add a profound storybook quality, as if this divider was put in place by hand centuries ago. From this fluid boundary, let us turn our attention to the personalized markings that celebrate our space. Twig lettering monogram art. A garden is a deeply personal expression, a signature written in soil and sunlight. Why not claim that space with a piece of art that embodies the very essence of your territory? This twig monogram is a quiet, natural claim of ownership. The process is one of patience and precision, taking the raw, imperfect lines of found twigs and coaxing them into the elegant, defined shape of a single letter or word. Each curve and joint is a deliberate fusion of the organic and the intentional, reminding us that structure can be crafted from chaos. Mounted against a fence or shed, this piece instantly introduces a layer of bespoke charm. It looks like a relic discovered in an ancient forest, not something glued together over an afternoon. The wood's texture, its knots, and its natural color variations prevent the letter from looking rigid. Instead, it feels vital and alive, ready to be softened further by the creeping vines or clinging moss. This art piece is a subtle, beautiful detail, a signature that transcends paint and carving, offering your guests a glimpse into the personalized magic of your space. It reminds us that even abstract design can be firmly rooted in nature. From personalized wall art, let us move to simple, temporary ornaments that delight the eye. Hanging twig star ornaments. Sometimes, the magic lies not in grand structures, but in the small, repeated whispers of beauty. These hanging twig ornaments are like captured wishes, tiny declarations of the storybook aesthetic scattered throughout your space. Crafted from short, delicate twigs, these pieces take on perfect geometric forms, stars, circles, or hearts, a collaboration between the wild, curving wood and the clarity of human design. Hung by simple twine, they catch the slightest breeze, turning slowly like gentle mobiles, adding an element of movement and surprise to quiet corners. Their charm is found in their simplicity and their repetition. They remind us that every fallen fragment has potential, that even the smallest cuts of wood can be assembled into symbols of joy. Paired with fairy lights at dusk, they glow with a warm, natural radiance, transforming ordinary trees and fences into points of glittering interest. They offer a simple, repeatable project perfect for beginners, proving that $0 decor can be both elegant and abundant. The sparkle of these ornaments leads us to our next humble material, the simple vessel of life. Twig-wrapped terracotta pots. The simple terracotta pot is the workhorse of the garden, humble and essential. Yet, its plainness sometimes disrupts the seamless flow of a truly rustic space. This twig wrapping is the beautiful armor that brings the pot back into nature's fold. The transformation is achieved by cloaking the smooth, manufactured clay entirely in the natural texture of fine, straight twigs. Cut uniformly and tightly secured, they create a ridged, organic shell. The pot instantly sheds its manufactured identity and takes on the character of a piece dug straight from the earth, rugged, authentic, and utterly charming. This simple project speaks to the heart of the upcycling narrative. We use one natural material, twigs, to elevate another, the clay pot, ensuring that every vessel used to nurture life is a work of $0 art. The texture is key. It prevents the pots from looking repetitive and adds a warm, visual contrast to the softness of the foliage they hold. It reminds us that every element in our garden, from the plant to its container, should be part of the same harmonious, earthy design. From protecting the pots, let us now move to supporting the climbers. Branch trellis for clematis. A climbing vine is a beautiful, ambitious soul that seeks the sky. It needs a gentle guide, a ladder crafted from the very essence of the forest floor. This branch trellis is the perfect, temporary scaffolding for vertical dreams. Unlike rigid metal or expensive lumber, this trellis is built from flexible, slender branches, arranged into a simple, functional grid. The wood provides a textured, organic surface that is immediately welcomed by the delicate tendrils of a clematis or a sweet pea. It looks perfectly harmonious in the garden, as if the support structure grew there just for the purpose of elevation. The beauty here is in the quiet partnership. The trellis offers its structure, and the vine offers its bloom and scent. Over the season, the branches will slowly be enveloped, becoming an invisible skeleton beneath a coat of vibrant life. This piece reminds us that the best support is often the most natural and least intrusive, allowing beauty to flourish freely. It is a powerful example of functional $0 art. Let us now move to another form of wall art, the circular adornments that decorate our fences. Twig wall art. The circular wreath is an ancient symbol of continuity, of life unending, and of welcoming. Crafted from flexible, humble twigs, it becomes a simple, powerful declaration of the garden's enduring spirit. The process requires a gentle hand, bending the wild, straight lines of the branches into the soft geometry of a circle. It is tied with natural twine, its beauty lying in the imperfection of the form. No two wreaths are ever exactly alike. It hangs against a fence or door, immediately transforming a flat, utilitarian surface into a canvas of rustic texture. This wall art is a piece of meditation, a reminder that the most profound beauty can be found in the most readily available materials. It brings the wild, untamed energy of the forest directly to your threshold, offering a soft contrast to the structured lines of your home. It can be left bare, celebrating the raw wood, or embellished seasonally with a few dried flowers or pine cones. It reminds us that every surface in our garden is an opportunity for quiet, beautiful adornment. Now, from large-scale art, we turn our attention to the smallest, most essential markers. Twig plant markers. In the abundance of a thriving garden, order is found in the smallest details. These twig plant markers are the quiet historians of your harvest, ensuring that no herb is mistaken and no flower is forgotten. The core of the marker is a simple twig, straight, resilient, and free. At its head, we affix a small, smooth piece of pale bark or a flat pebble, creating a perfect canvas for the hand-painted name. Unlike plastic tags that disrupt the natural flow, these markers blend seamlessly, looking as though they were placed there by the forest itself. This project is a small, satisfying fusion of utility and beauty. The natural wood stake connects the label directly to the earth, giving the plant a sense of personalized rootedness. The clean, white script against the rough, organic surface is a charming visual contrast that elevates the necessity of labeling to an aesthetic choice. They remind us that the most successful gardens are those where clarity and care coexist with wild beauty. From individual markers, let us trace a line to the wider boundaries of the garden. Branch pathway edging. A pathway is a gentle current that flows through the garden, but even a current needs banks to contain its direction. This branch edging offers the most organic, $0 solution for defining that flow. The branches are chosen for their thickness and their natural, winding forms. Simply laid end-to-end, they create a low, textural barrier that is far softer and more harmonious than manufactured stone or concrete. It immediately gives the garden the look of a path discovered deep in the woods, where nature sets the boundaries. The beauty here lies in the imperfection. The gaps between the branches, the varying heights, and the rough, textured bark allow the planting beds to softly spill over, blurring the line between the path and the life it contains. It prevents the garden from looking stiff or overly manicured, grounding the entire landscape in a storybook rusticity. This edging is a testament to the fact that the most impactful design choices are often the simplest and the freest. It reminds us to let the materials of nature define the structure. From defining our walking spaces, let us move to structures that provide a framework for growth. 25. Twig topiary frame. Topiary is the art of giving wildness a refined form, of coaxing the free spirit of a plant into a perfect, elegant shape. This twig frame is the gentle guide, allowing us to achieve this refined look using only $0 materials. The process begins by wiring or twisting slender, flexible twigs into a defined geometric outline, a cone reaching toward the sky or a sphere embracing the space. The beauty lies in the temporary nature of the wood, which is intended to disappear. Over time, the climbing plant, the ivy, the honeysuckle, will ascend the rough texture of the twigs, slowly covering the frame until all that remains is the perfect, living sculpture. This frame is a testament to the idea that structure can be found and given for free. It gives a sense of formal grandeur to your rustic space, proving that elegance and high design concepts are accessible to the DIY gardener. It reminds us that patient guidance is often the best support, allowing the plant to achieve its vertical ambition. The structural integrity of this frame leads us to a final element of design, the calming, essential presence of water. (26) Floating twig candle boats. The presence of water in a garden is always a source of peace, but at night, it becomes a canvas for reflection. These floating twig candle boats harness the magic of the flame to transform a simple pond into a procession of soft light. The boats are nothing more than flat pieces of bark or smooth, wide twigs, nature's perfect flotation devices. A small tea candle is anchored to the center, creating a tiny, self-contained beacon of light. Set adrift, they begin a slow, silent dance across the water's surface, their gentle glow doubling in the smooth, dark mirror of the pond. This creation is deeply romantic and instantly elevates the atmosphere of any evening gathering. The light on the water reminds us of quiet journeys and moments of reflection. The rustic, bark base connects the luminous flame directly back to the earth, creating a powerful contrast between the wild material and the refined glow. It is a stunning, high-impact aesthetic that costs absolutely nothing. The soft light of these boats leads us now to the final necessity of any beautiful water feature. (27) Twig accent water feature. The sound of moving water is the very voice of tranquility in the garden. Yet, the human effort, the pump, the hose, the liner, can break the illusion. This final accent uses the simplest of materials to restore the essential, untamed spirit of the water. The goal is not to hide, but to naturalize. We use pieces of curved bark and stout twigs to strategically mask the pond liner's edge, allowing it to merge with the surrounding earth. We cluster branches around the pump outlet, ensuring the water appears to flow out from a dense, organic source, perhaps trickling down a moss-covered twig slope. This final, $0 act of camouflage is crucial for the storybook aesthetic. It removes the visible signs of modern technology, convincing the eye that this water feature has always existed here, bubbling up from a secret spring. The raw wood, perpetually kissed by the water, takes on a deep, rich patina that only enhances the authenticity of the scene. It reminds us that the best design is often the one you don't see, the seamless integration of ingenuity and nature. And with that, we conclude our journey through the 27 Storybook twig transformations. Every twig, every branch, every simple knot is an invitation to create magic from the found and the free. Now, return to the intro, choose your favorite title, and let's bring these projects to life. And there you have it. 27 invitations to pause, to look closer, and to recognize the profound potential hidden in what others simply overlook. The story of a garden isn't written with the biggest budgets, but with the quiet, creative connection between human hands and nature's generous cast-offs. Every piece of twig, every bend, every knot, it all carries a unique chapter of beauty and resilience. Don't let the magic end here. If the low-cost structural elements of this video inspired you, click the screen right now to jump into our mini pond and trellis playlist. Or, if you need more whimsical inspiration, check out our driftwood and stone transformations. Until next time, keep crafting, keep dreaming, and keep making your small space the most enchanting place on earth.